friends. How are you? Well, I've got another exciting project for you to work on at home. This project is for the class Alef, for kindergarten, first graders, older siblings, some of the pre-Kers, and probably even some of the 3-year-olds would do just fine with this project. So anyway, I hope you enjoy it. Today I'm going to be working with sidewalk chalk, paper, and glue. There's a couple other options, but I'll talk about, well actually I'll talk about it now. Another possibility would be to use watercolor pencils. And if you don't know what watercolor pencils are, they're amazing. There's all sorts of different brands. I don't have a preference for a brand. These are my daughter's. But with watercolor pencils, you can color and then go back with a small paintbrush and a little bit of water, and the color pencil just kind of melts into a watercolor, and it's fabulous. The other option for this project would be to use oil pastels. Also a lot of fun. You can use them quite similarly to the sidewalk chalk that I'll be using today. Rubbing, you'll see how I rub with sidewalk chalk. You do the exact same process with oil pastels. So those are some options. I'm filming from outside my home, so there'll be occasional car noise and whatnot going by. So first thing you want to do is prep your paper. This is going to be a lot of fun. Actually, I don't want to get too messy, so I'm going to use the back side of my board. Yep, okay, so my glue's ready, and this is the fun part. You're just going to hold the glue up and make all sorts of cool little swirls and different little pathways all over your paper. This is the fun part. I did this yesterday so that I could be ready for class, but I just wanted to show you what it looks like. Oh, you don't want to hold it up like this because it would start to drip, but I'm holding it just so you have an idea of what it looks like. It takes about an hour or so. I actually got kind of bored waiting for it to dry yesterday, so I taped it down, my piece, and put it out in the sun to speed up the drying. You might consider doing the same thing. And so hopefully you can see how my glue has dried on this piece of paper. So it's just the fun, clear little drawing, squiggles. This is definitely falls in the form of abstract art. And let's see, let's get busy with chalk. This is a new package. So, whoops, it broke. That's okay. Broken chalk works just the same. So you're going to work inside of the glued areas, and you're going to color. Blow away the dust. And then you can see I'm still working within one little circle there. This one broke too. They're all falling. But I'm going to use like some complementary color. Actually, I'm going to even add just a little pop of orange in here. We've got some neighbors walking by with a dog. So I've got 3 colors now inside of one area. And then I'm going to go back and rub it nice and gently. You could take a corner of a napkin or a corner of a Q-tip and do the rubbing. I don't mind if my fingers get messy. I like messy fingers. And so that's one part. And I'm going to kind of keep going with this because I'm liking the color combination I'm getting. I'm going Now put the lighter color in the center. And then I'm going to sandwich it with a darker color here. And then a little pop of orange on the top side. And blow away the little extra dust. And rub, rub, rub. Excellent. And I'm going to continue. I've been spending a lot of time these days, since we're not at school, at home in my art studio. And I mean, we're all spending time at home, aren't we? But it's been a lot of fun knowing that I could just concentrate and focus just on art. It's a nice way to spend the time. I like putting on some music or a good podcast and doing art. So I've just taken these three. I'm going to do other colors too. Just go spilling everywhere. And I keep rubbing. Actually, you know what? I think what I'm going to do is do a couple more like this. See, it's all a work in progress. Switching things around. I'm doing all the coloring first, and then I think I'm going to go back and do the rubbing. You can see I'm not being super precise with my coloring. I'm going to add in one more shade here, something that's maybe a little bit closer to a little beigey color, just to switch it up. I think because it's springtime, I've been thinking about bright colors. Oh, I think I'm going to do another one. Let's see, where should this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There I am again, working with my odd numbers, just kind of instinctually wanting to do an odd number. And a little tiny bit of the light color. Okay, so I think I've done a good amount with that set of colors. And now I think I'm going to move over and try some of these. I think this is one of my favorite colors right here. I call this chartreuse green. Get all the dust off my picture. Chartreuse, such a bright, happy, powerful color green. It just is very lively. It reminds me of like when you're walking around and looking at, in the springtime, at fresh buds just starting to come and pop up. That's kind of what chartreuse green reminds me of. And I'm going to go in with this green. I think I might have to break in to this. Ooh, this is going to be a pretty combination. Ooh, and this is my surprise package, I guess, because this one has a little bit of glitter in it. I don't know if you can see it from there. So again, I'm just going to find some spots and use my 3-color combination and work inside of my little glued zones. And let's see, ooh, here's a good spot. There's just something about yellows and greens and pinks that just make you happy to look at. They brighten your day. Now that's not to say I don't like beige and brown and black too. There's definitely a place for those. Black is a very powerful color. I'm going to really look forward to getting some emails maybe from you guys of what your pictures look like when you're all done. Let's see, ooh, there's that glitter again. I love that. The nice thing is that you could use, I just happen to have new chalk here, but you really could, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, use, you know, just an old set of chalk as well. Okay, I'm going to break into, look at these lovely colors up here. You know how much I love color. So now, I think I'm going to do a combination of these 3. What do you think? You like them? Purple, kind of a light blue, and a darker blue. Let's see what happens. Such bold colors. There's one thing about chalk, colored chalk. The colors are really nice and bold. Oh, that's a little too similar, isn't it? I think from now on, I'm going to use my purple in between the 2 blues to break it up a little bit. Let's see. Yep. Big one right here. Color with my purple. And then go back in with my blues. I've got a family across the street that's out for a walk. It's one nice thing about this time is watching all the families out and about, taking walks. Everyone's staying there 6 feet apart, but still enjoying nice times with the family walking and on scooters and in strollers and whatnot. Okay, let's see. I got this one too. Let's see, I've got this 1, 2, 3, 4. That one, what did I say? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, definitely. You know what? I think I'm going to do a really big one with this. My hands are getting nice and messy. I think that's definitely a sign of fun. You know you're having fun when your hands are messy. I was out gardening this morning. My hands got super dirty and super messy, but it was definitely a lot of fun. I might just arch those. Okay, so I'm liking this. Do you like the colors that I'm using? I think I'm going to do, let's do some browns. Let's find some pretty browns together. Ooh, okay, I think I know what I want to do. I love this. Okay, I'm going to do a little pale pink, a little beige, and some gray. I think that'll be a nice color combination. So, blow my dust away. You know, I had originally thought I'd do this inside, and then I just thought, oh, it's such a beautiful day. And I don't know if you can hear, I can. A few birds in the background. So I decided to move myself outside. But I'm now really thinking that was a good idea because this is really dusty. So, wait, I already did the gray. And I did that. So now I need to do, look at that. This pink is so pale that it's almost but not quite white. Let's do this one over here. Okay, do gray at the top. In some ways, this is almost like a stained glass, isn't it? I'm going to do the pale pink here. Come back in with a little bit of the beige. It's almost orange, almost peachy. Maybe like the color of, I don't know, cantaloupe, maybe? Let's see. Oh, here's another big spot. Oh, here, we'll just use a little one. It is nice to balance the bright colors with a little bit of more subdued colors. All right, so I'm going to use this and a little bit of that. This time I'm going to just do the opposite, do a little pale pink with the beige. Okay, I think I'm going to stop right there. I'm going to give it all a good blow and get most of the dust off. Now I'm going to go back in and rub. I'm going to rub the same color groupings all at the same time. This is called blending. Blending is a technique that's used, gosh, just about every medium. With pencil, with charcoal, even paint, and oil pastels, and obviously in chalk too. Alright, so there. Now I'm going to use a different finger and go in. Ooh, this is going to be so pretty. And blend my purples and my blues. I definitely think as much fun as I have with my finger. I think actually a Q-tip might not be a bad thing, especially for the little corner edges. If you want it a little bit more precise. Look, I know some of you are very precise. Others are a bit more messy like I am. Use the wrong finger. And let's see, right here. Okay, and let's see. Oh, I think I'm going to do the one with the glitter, the green and chartreuse green and the yellow. Blend that out to the edges. I actually can't wait to finish this whole thing and fill it in all the way. See how it turns out. I think I forgot to blend that one. There we go. There. All right, and now the last one is the one I started with. I start blending the pinks and the oranges. Yeah. Anyway, you can start to see how great this abstract is coming along. The idea would be to keep going and fill the whole page. It's okay to leave some parts black though, because like I said, black is a very powerful color, but you're going to see black lines dividing your different colored areas. So it will be very much like a stained glass when you finish. So that's the project for today. I want to just catch up with you real fast. Earlier this week I talked about painting jars and things like that and growing things in it. So my daughter painted this jar, which I think is lovely. I love the color combination that she did with the light blue and the dark blue and the purple. It's kind of similar to the chalk almost. That turned out really nicely. Here's the jar that I started with you guys in that video. I finished it, and my onion is starting to grow. I don't know if you can see the roots, probably not, but that's awesome. So we've been going a little bit crazy here with painting everything. So we're even painting our old pots just to make them look new and fresh. And here are some onions that I started on Monday in that video, and they're taking off. So I'm really excited about that. I'll have some fresh green onions fairly soon, I think. And remember I said we're painting everything? So my daughter is even painting her shoe. So she wanted a different color shoe. Why not? As long as your parents say it's okay. But paint's, so versatile, and you can do anything. My 16-year-old daughter is going to paint her steering wheel because we're not worried about the resale value. And why not? Because she's home, and why not paint? But you could ask your parents if you had some paint, and you could paint, stuff your pair of jeans with some newspaper or a brown paper bag and paint a cool design on your jeans if you wanted to. But that's the fun thing about paint. You can just about do anything. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed today's lesson, and take care of yourself. I miss you guys. Be sure to send me an email and share your pictures with me. Okay, bye.